Hey everybody, welcome back to the farm. I'm out, whoa, easy. As long as I don't get rammed. Hey, I'm out in the pasture with my herd of cows. Yeah. The cows were just relaxing in the shade and I drew them out of the shade with a little bit of corn because I wanted to show them out on pasture. The flies are terrible. I already put a fly catcher underneath the lean-to, and I already gave the cows a shot of fly spray as well. These little black biting flies. So they're driving everybody nuts. I can see the deer out here are running crazy too out of the woods. Hopefully in a couple of weeks these guys are gone. So you are going to notice in the video, I took some of this video yesterday, and I already watched some parts of it, and you'll see the black flies even showing up in the camera. So the cows are doing great. Pastures look beautiful. You can see in the background there. I think they already were out this morning. We had a chore to do this morning, which I'll talk about in a little bit. So I couldn't get out while they were out in their 15-acre pasture. This is still kind of like the yard where they were kind of fed there all winter. They never ventured very far because of the deep snow. But they're doing good. They're doing good. Happy Memorial Day 2020. It's a lot different. Usually there's other festivities and activities going on. It's pretty quiet this year. What hasn't changed is the reason. We all know we love our country, we love our flag, we love our service members who have fought and died for that right that we have to be free Americans. And today we pay our respects to those who have fallen. Be patriotic today, be kind today, and just be glad to be an American. Sometimes our country and our government officials do things that we don't agree with. That has absolutely nothing to do with being a patriotic American and paying your respects to the men and women who serve and don't have a choice where they serve and how they serve. They signed up to defend our freedom, and that's what they did, and they paid the greatest price. Thank you guys. Thank you to our veterans. You see a veteran today, thank them, hug them, send them a card, do something, and go pay your respects at the cemeteries. All right, guys, we had a lot going on. In the spring is very busy. I'm sorry, I wanted to do this video yesterday. Yesterday, we went and got some new animals, and the new animals needed some new a new pen sort of built for them, and some other equipment, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then they need some care morning and night, and I think you know what that is. So, I want to do the drawing for the sign, the routed cedar sign giveaway. I'm going to put that in at the end of the video, guys. We're picking rocks. We're working up fields. We're moving cows. We're fixing fence. And now this new chore. And I also am still working. I'm back to work. And it's going to be a while before my next break. So, here we are in what was formerly the miniature horse pen, then lamb pen, now goat pen. It is my son's birthday very shortly, and he has been asking for one of these little critters for a long time. So, as you know, you can't bring home one goat or he will cry and drive you insane. And there wasn't any other little ones available besides this little guy. He's banded, so he's a little buck, little weathered buck. And they don't get much cuter. But we have a couple of, what was available was a couple of does. Females that are in milk. So, yesterday, we went and picked up this little crew, little motley crew, about an hour north of here, I would say central upper Michigan to really farther north upper Michigan. Little town called Rumley. Beautiful area, about midway, maybe a little farther north than Midway, between Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. Beautiful drive, beautiful farm country up there, and some really nice people. So that's where we got this little motley crew. Boy, I don't know, their names keep changing, but my boy named this little guy Otis, Willow, Blossom, I think. So yesterday when we got home, I needed to make this little milking stand, and I just stored it in here. Last night we pulled it out, put it right by the fence, and guess what, guys? This morning, for the first time in a half dozen years, or at least, I enjoyed some cereal with fresh goat milk. If you have a sensitive stomach, it's been said that goat's milk is easier on you, and I don't know, it was just really neat. You know, grew up milking cows. Of course, they were with machines, but you know, you always had to hand milk if the power went out, or you know, if you had a cow that had an injury or something and you needed to hand milk them. So certainly had some experience doing that, and my wife is very excited to do this. You're gonna get some forearm strength. Even doing this, your hands are sore. You know, you're not so much using your fist and your forearms to milk like a cow, but neat little contraption. I seen the plan on the internet, and put it in here, and then I lock it with a chain. There's a little trough for their feed, a little stand about a good height. These are one of these homemade stools that I've made with the chainsaw carvings, and we're able to sit and milk the goats. Half a quart each milking. So we're gonna end up with 2 quarts every day from these guys. So pretty excited. It's gonna be a big job. You know, eventually they'll dry up. This wouldn't be exciting to do in the wintertime, but it's certainly beautiful this time of the year. If it's raining or whatever, we can go underneath this little lean-to, run-in shelter, whatever you want to call it. So eventually these guys will get out on pasture. After they've been here for a while, once they get to know us and know their area, we'll put a halter on them. We'll walk them around with the lambs. I don't know if you can see our lambs back there. There's mama and babies. Viewers, you can see the manure pile. And push that up. So yeah, the goats will get out on pasture soon enough. There's the 3 troublemakers. Little Stevie is our little ram. Then you got Maggie and little Debbie, and they don't really care if there's an electric fence there. You see, they're walking under the fence right now, and out in the yard they go. They don't venture very far. I'm not too worried about it. As they get a little bit taller, that bottom wire will catch them, and they'll learn the fences quick enough. So this is where the cows were. I did a pasture walk video when the cows were in here earlier this spring. We put the sheep out, the miniature horses out here. There's not a ton to eat, but I've got a little paddock that's opened up right here on the side of this hill, and there's tons to eat there. So now I want to show you our pig pens right here. Here we are, guys. The spring pigs have arrived. We've had them for a couple weeks now, and they are just about ready to get out of their receiving pen. They've got it worked up pretty well up into dirt, and it's time to get them out on their pasture. A little paddock right here, and then we're also going to send them down the hill as well. So this one's enclosed on the end. If it's a rainy day, if it's slightly colder, they can duck into there. That's usually where they spend the night. And then this open air sides one is just kind of like a shade structure for them. We got 5 of these pigs from Whitney Creek Farms. It's in the Ironwood, Hurley area in the Upper Peninsula. Beautiful place. Thank you, guys. They're doing great. The other 8 that we got from our usual guy, Trevor from Case Country Farms. also up north near where we got our goats in Chatham. Beautiful place as well. So they're doing good. As you can see, their little area here, they have worked it up. And as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to grab the water wagon and make them a wallow. Pigs love the wallow. They dig all these holes, they root up the ground. I'll bring water in. You can see it's kind of a muck hole from yesterday there. The pigs will turn that into a mud bath, and they'll all take turns rolling in it and getting muddy. Okay, I'm going to fill their little blue trough with water, and I fill this other homemade trough with water as well. And then we've got these two homemade feeders. They're like 4 or 5 feet long, big metal feeders. We'll fill that with their Hog 20. It's a hog feed that we get at the feed mill. But that's the expense of raising pigs. So when you put them out on pasture, even though these animals are not ruminants like cows or goats or sheep, they're a monogastric stomach. So they, believe it or not, they do love pasturing and eating grasses. But they just don't digest it like a cow does. So, but they do still enjoy that in their diet. And this little guy is the only little cute orange one we got, and my son named him Samson. Samson is very friendly. All the rest of them are too. They're all doing great. The 8 that we got from Case Country are pure Berkshires. And I think there's a cross, Yorkshire Duroc cross from Whitney Creek, which is this little guy, Samson. And I'm sure you could hear when my dad made a pass by, this is our new pumpkin patch that's being plowed up right now. Alright guys, without any further delay, here we go. Let's do the drawing. I've got everybody's name from all the commenters put on uniform discs or medallions. I wanted it to be fair, so I used a 1.25" dowel. Okay, I put it on the chop saw, took the burr off the edge, and wrote everybody's name on these little medallions. T.R. Cattle, Bill Schmidt, Killer B. LaMarche, A.K. Wayne. Okay, everybody's name is in this bowl. I had 34 comments. Thank you guys for all the wonderful things you said. This is for the drawing to win the hand-routed Patriotic Memorial Day sign, which I will mail to you, to the winner. Okay, here we go, guys. Robert Bowman. Robert Bowman is our winner. I'll save this. I'll put my email up on the screen. Send me your address, information, and I will mail you this sign. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope this is the first of many giveaways. I'll catch you guys next time.